The evacuation process, remember, was hampered after ceasefire violations had happened, and now Sumy evacuation operations are beginning. There's a green corridor for rescue operations which has been opened. Remember, already President Putin has spoken to Prime Minister Narendra Modi saying that the Russian troops are ready to help in the evacuation of Indian students. In fact, these are the first visuals which are coming in of buses where the Sumy 670 to be precise, students studying in the Sumy State University have now boarded this bus. Hopefully, they're going to get a safe passage across. So let me go across to Pradeep Dutta, who's joining us. Pradeep, again, there are about 15 buses which have many of the Indian students on board. They are going to try and head towards the Russian border. However, their journey is still going to be fraught with problems, isn't it? Pradeep, over to you. What's the ground situation?
See, there are two things. One, that the Indian diplomacy and Prime Minister's influence is really working, because he had spoken to the Russian president yesterday and also spoken to the Ukrainian president in this regard, so that humanitarian corridor is provided to 700 students who are stuck up in Sumy for the last 30 days. Finally, a big sigh of relief for them. 15 buses have already reached and they can be seen boarding buses. Yes, it's going to be a difficult journey because it's not going to be that easy, because had they taken that Belgrade route, it would have been normally 45 kilometers, but then that route is not safe. So they will have to take a longer route. And then you are not sure in war-like situation what is going to happen next, because anytime the bombardment can start, anything can happen, because most of the time decisions are taken on top, but at local formation level. At times, trigger-happy soldiers open fire, and that brings a whole process to screeching halt. So everybody is keeping fingers crossed, but yes, it's a good sign that finally students have started moving out, because for the last 13 days, they were stuck up inside basement, they were stuck up inside bunkers, and they were facing many problems without electricity. Many of them were not even able to charge their phone. They were saying that they were trying to charge it with the help of the laptop only. So they were many of them were even just totally cut off from their families also and rest of the world. So it was only few students who were able to interact, and finally they got the message from the embassy. It was first yesterday they got message that the buses were on way, but because of the breach of ceasefire violation taking place there, and finally the process was to be halted. And again today, now the buses have started coming and they have started boarding buses. This is going to be a very healthy sign, because parents had been anxiously waiting for these youngsters, because there was a third round of talks between the Ukrainian negotiators and also Russian negotiators, though they were not able to achieve politically anything in that regard so far as resolution of conflict is concerned. Right. But yes, during that meeting, what Ukrainian negotiators said that they were able to agree upon providing those humanitarian corridors to civilians and to Indian students